Is the story of the origins of punk rock. The reason why I'm doing this, folks, the reason why I'm doing this is because I would truly and honestly like to know the origins of punk rockers. Not punk rock music, punk rockers. There had to be punk rockers before there was punk rock music. Now, this is the information that I've managed to pick up through the years. It all started in the, I don't know if it was early 70s or mid 70s. In either East Germany or West Germany, I'm not sure which side it was, there were missile silos that were sitting on top of the ground. Now, I personally have never seen any pictures of these missile silos, but that's apparently this is what was going on. Anyway, these missile silos were sitting on top of the ground, and they were live missile silos. With the push of a button, they were definitely planning on destroying the world. They definitely could and would destroy the world. Anyway, in the midst of this time period, there were lots of protests, but the protests never really amounted to anything because, people, there was no way for it to, stick around or whatever. Anyway, there was a group of kids. Now, the number of kids is unknown to me. This is why I would like your help. I would like some information about all this stuff that I'm telling you about. Tell me if I'm telling you the truth, or I'm totally off base, if it's a half-truth or a whole truth, or what. I'm open to witnesses, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, while these kids were in Germany, and I don't know if it was East Germany or West Germany where the missile silos were, but anyway, there was a group of kids between the ages of 10 and 16 who decided that they were going to have a living protest, an ongoing protest. What they did with this protest, they decided that they were going to dress and look and carry themselves the same way they would if there had been a limited nuclear exchange. Okay, what the kids did was they would, after, let's say there wasn't a limited nuclear exchange, naturally your hair would fall out. So being bald-headed or having scant hair meant that your scalp was the perfect canvas for a tattoo, or the amount of hair that was left was naturally to be dyed or given some kind of weird trim or cut or what have you. Anyway, then also they had pale skin. Of course, after a limited nuclear exchange, your genes, meaning your skin, would become pale or white. Alright, they also wore this blood red lipstick that was almost always smeared and almost always goopy and gross looking. Or they had blue lipstick or white lipstick or green or some kind of unnatural color for human lips. Okay, and the reason why they wore leather was because after a limited nuclear exchange, it doesn't matter if it's summertime, once the nuclear exchange had hit, that we would be cast into a nuclear winter. After the nuclear winter would get going, that's when you would need leather, clothes, and stuff like that. Now, the leather that they did wear, it was usually very scratched up and very very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very messed up, thrown together, tacky type clothes. They would almost never wear the same pair of shoes, like, the left foot would be different from the right foot, and so forth and so on. Anyway, this philosophy started to catch on, and these people also believed that these kids also believed that you didn't go to hospitals because hospitals don't exist. You didn't take any medication or anything like that because after a nuclear exchange, medication doesn't exist anymore. I personally don't know if they stuck to that or anything like that, but anyway, after that, let's see what else happened. Let's see. Okay, that's it for part 1. I'm about to go into part 2. Hold on.